on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
Well...
Where do you want me to start?
Where to start?
The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
Okay. So you don't know
You don't
anything.
know anything, Nick?
I woke up in a junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. The Institute hasn't come calling since. I'm sorry.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
He had access, but he's dead,
Man
so...
like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's dead.
Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
What about that memory chip thing of his? I had
wasn't
no
gonna talk.
choice, but I really wanted
Even
to
if I
kill
had a
him.
way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Ooh. And who is this Dr.
Who's
Amari?
this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually,
have
I think I
piece
already
of
have
it?
something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I can go to
Dog
the
meat.
memory den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I really want to take dog meat. But, you know, I've been using dog meat quite a lot, so let's just... Nick's already gonna be there, I'll just take Piper.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble.
Okay, dog meat, you shall go to... Sanctuary Hills, because that's where everything
Don't
goes.
worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Gonna... I'll take the case file. Anything else here? Roboco fun. Hell yeah. Kids Invaders
Take your time.
holotape.
The literate keep me fed.
Okay. I'll just take my time then. Okay, so... Hey there.
Miss Perkins.
You know, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me.
Taking.
Figures he'd be the one to run off.
Mysterious stranger. Huh. I am not reading all of that. You could have paused it and read it if you wanted to. I think there's enough small gaps in there to actually do that. So, take that, and let us be on our way. Wonder if I have anywhere close to where we're headed. Okay, so everything is stealable here, so nope.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
What if I'm here for you?
Hey, Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Alright. I guess you have a thing for him. I'll leave it be. For now. Nope. Piper, why are you just sitting there? She's just like, I'm gonna sit and relax over here. You can go do the business. I'll leave you to it. Okay, let's go, Nick.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
I'll take those. I love for a second it says steal after it says take when you pick them up. It's just like, I'm not stealing these, am I?
Perfect.
That one
Greg the Barbarian, huh?
Speak up now.
Okay.
Kellogg's
Kellogg's brain.
Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Can you please help us?
Please.
Please try at least.
Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine.
Yes.
I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Yes, here you
Here's
go.
what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Okay, is Nick
Nick's an
compatible?
older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I don't really want him to do it, but
I appreciate
thanks.
this, Nick.
Sure.
You can thank me
You
when
can
we
do it.
found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
No.
Let's
No,
see
I'll
here.
keep you that way.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be...
I love how it just
Are you
disappeared
feeling
and
any
you're
different?
just poking the
flashes.
air around his back.
Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded, It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is there a way
Tell
to
me you have
break
a way
it?
past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind.
So
But
dive into
what if
Valentine?
we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Let's do it.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See
Okay.
you on the other side.
Yeah, I'll see you too. We're gonna go have some fun. I remember this goddamn machine. It was from,
Initiating
was it?
brainwave
Yeah, it's
migration
the
between
Fallout 3
transplant and
with the
host.
virtual
Pneumatic
memory
activity
machine.
coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Okay, let's get going. Let's do it. Do it. Anything happening?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories. I hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Sorry, Doc, this ain't a memory. This is just a weird thing
This
that's
is the
showing
earliest
he's high
intact
on
memory I
drugs.
can find.
Okay. So I just follow this trail of,
Remember,
cells.
you are experiencing these memories as Kelloggs.
This is a lot
This
different
may
than
prove
before.
disorienting at first.
Hello.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Uh-huh.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did.
Okay.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something
This
worse.
doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Yeah, of course it's not.
There appears to
That
be
was
another intact
childhood.
memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
His dad's dead, probably.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever.
Wait.
It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fun.
Him and her
We'll see.
stole Sean.
I
That's
was the
who
worst
it was.
thing that ever
I
happened to
think.
her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Yeah.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But we don't know
No,
anybody
no,
here.
you didn't.
And now with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance.
Let's keep looking.
Yep.
I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
You never deserved that baby with what you did every day. And what you did to me. Where's my son?
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Yeah.
Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
His wife and baby?
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Okay. So his wife and daughter are dead, and he's exploring some other place. So that's probably he's going against the Institute there, maybe. What's this?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere.
Okay.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
If we sit down?
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Okay. Gonna sit down and talk it out.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Okay.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Alright, I'll go it. He seems to be very drunk and not happy about his family dying, so.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do,
Hello.
as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Can I one-shot them, please?
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
I guess I should just...
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Okay.
Manual override
Oh.
initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. They needed me. And I made sure that... Big heads never liked taking orders.
Okay.
Vault computers are still...
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders.
What?
I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
So...
Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Still working.
So, they all died within the pods because of...
Find it.
Pod C6,
Okay.
down the hall near the end.
So, they all woke up, including... And they just died from the cold of the pods. That's just horrible.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
No,
This is the
it
one.
was better to leave her alive still. So she could see her kid still.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it.
No.
Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
No.
What's the holdup?
I'm
Almost finished, Kelloggs.
sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Can I please get some sprinting action? Of course not. Why would I get that? Ooh.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
It's partially good news.
It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently.
Yeah.
But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Don't worry, it was normal business not very long after this. Uh-huh.
Kellogg.
Oh.
It's
Hello.
okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
The glowing sea, huh?
Some heads are gonna roll for this.
Well, I know where I'm going.
Just elimination.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn.
Yep.
So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
He ain't your father. How dare you? Don't you dare. Don't.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Are they in space? They've gone to space.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Okay. Do I go to this door there? No, TV. Okay. Bye-bye.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Perfectly fine. What do you mean side effects? But I'm fine.
okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term. Are you ready to talk about what happened?
Teleportation?
We got what we needed.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions.
What
That
about
scientist
Virgil?
Kellogg was supposed to track down.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there.
Why don't they go there?
What makes the glow?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell.
What if his invention makes it perfectly fine for going into that radiation? I'll
If we
find
need
him.
to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
How will I fight
Anti-radiation?
that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh, power armor? I have one. Okay, I'll
a way to
find
get
it.
through the rads. Don't.
Good luck. And, by the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Okay. So, that was kind of uneventful, but it also provided quite a bit of insight on the story. So, I am going to end this one here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!